There is a certain kind of person who can sit alone in a quiet room and feel nothing but peace. No phone buzzing, no noise, no need to fill the silence with small talk. And somewhere along the way, the world decided this person must be sad, or distant, or somehow broken. But what if solitude is not a wound at all? What if it is simply a different way of processing life, one built on depth instead of distraction? Let's talk about what is actually happening inside a mind that prefers quiet. The first trait is a nervous system that does not panic in silence. For most people, quiet feels uncomfortable, almost unbearable, so they rush to fill it. But some brains relax in stillness. Silence is not empty to them, it is spacious. It gives their thoughts room to settle, to breathe. The second trait is how they listen. When most people hear a sentence, they are already preparing their reply to finally make sense. The second trait is how they listen. When most people hear a sentence, they are already preparing their reply. But a deep processor absorbs the whole conversation, the tone, the pauses, the meaning beneath the words. They are not slow, they are thorough. They are turning your words over in their mind long after the conversation ends, searching for what you really meant. The third trait is emotional perceptiveness, an almost invisible antenna for the mood of a room. They can sense tension before anyone raises their voice. They notice when someone's smile does not reach their eyes. This sensitivity can be exhausting in crowds, which is exactly why solitude becomes not an escape, but a form of relief, a place to finally lower their guard. The fourth trait lives in creativity. Some of the most original ideas do not appear in meetings or group chats. They appear in the quiet hours, in long walks, in empty rooms where no one is watching or judging. Solitude is not the absence of thought, it is the presence of undivided thought. The mind, freed from performance, finally begins to create. And the fifth trait is how they choose people. They are not against connection, they are against shallow connection. They would rather have one real conversation than 10 polite ones. They are not counting friends, they are measuring depth. And when they do let someone in, they let them in completely, because that trust was never given lightly to begin with. So if this sounds familiar, understand this. You are not antisocial, you are selective. You are not withdrawn, you are recharging. Your mind was never broken. It was simply built for depth in a world that mostly rewards noise. There is nothing wrong with needing quiet to think clearly, or needing distance to feel like yourself again. Some of the most emotionally intelligent people in history were the ones who understood themselves best in solitude, not in crowds. Maybe the real question is not why you need so much alone time, but why the world assumed something was wrong with you for wanting peace. So the next time silence finds you, do not resist it. Sit with it. Let it speak. You might just hear the version of yourself that only shows up when no one else is around. If this made you see yourself a little differently, you know what to do. Hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, does silence feel like peace to you too?